Hello everyone and welcome again to this week's Tech News. This week we have spicy news that people are still talking about right now. So if you do enjoy this kind of video, remember to leave a like. It may not seem much, but it does help to get our video to other people. And while you're at it, subscribe for more content like this. And now let's get back to the video. We did say that today's Tech News is going to be spicy, so we're going to start with something controversial. Well, at least in terms of the GPU market. AMD recently released their RX 6600 XT into the market, and it produced mixed results. As on one end of the spectrum saying that it's not that good value for money, and on the other saying it's decent in value. For us, we consider it as an okay value for money, because if you have Nvidia's 10 series card or close to it, then you'll get a lot of value. But if you have Nvidia's 20 series card, one of the 3060s or AMD's 5700 series card, then it's not really worth your time and money buying this. Overall, it's an okay card, and with this current market, sometimes that's fine. One key thing to note here is the die size of the card, which is the reference to the chip size of the card. To give some context, the die size of the RTX 3080 chip is 628.4mm squared, whereas the RX 6600 XT chip has a die size of 237mm squared. And so with a smaller die size, it's easier to mass produce these cards. If you guys want to see a more in-depth look of the card, we will link a video from Gamers Nexus in the description or on the top left of the screen. Now let's talk about Gigabyte and their servers getting hacked. On the 2nd of August, Gigabyte was forced to shut down some of their servers due to a cyber attack. Currently, a screenshot of the email sent out by the hacker group Ransom EXX was shared by Tech Power-Up. Too long didn't read, they are holding 112 gigabytes of confidential information of Gigabyte hostage and encrypted for a sum amount of money, with the possibility to release the information to the public. And this info is not only theirs, but also supposedly includes documents from AMD, Intel, and AMI. Currently, Gigabyte is working with law enforcement and security experts to help handle this issue. We'll let you know if there's any updates on this in our future videos, so again, do subscribe. Now we'll switch on to a more uplifting news. The Steam Deck development team states that Valve's new handheld console is able to support the up-and-coming Windows 11. Now you're probably wondering how is this possible? Well, according to video cards, the Steam Deck will feature AMD's latest Zen 2/RDNA 2 APU codenamed Vango. But not only that, it is also set to support a TPM and even a BIOS. And a quote from Valve Steam Deck designer Greg Coomer, "There's work looking at TPM just now. We focused so much on Windows 10 so far that we haven't really gotten that far into it. Our expectation is that we can meet that." Should these claims be true, the Steam Deck will be the first console that supports multiple OS and possibly with multi-boot functionality. Next up, Samsung is set to release some big products this month, being their new Galaxy Watch 4 and Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. Both smartwatches run Wear OS powered by Samsung and include a bioactive sensor, which can track your heart rate, pulse, and even your oxygen level. The watch will also receive new features to make your workout more motivating and competitive. Another item taking the fall would be the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, entering the 3rd generation with a foldable display and a new S Pen, and for the first time, this phone can be submerged under 1 meter of water for up to 30 minutes. The new Z Fold 3 launches on the 27th of August, going around at $1,799 to $1,899 US. With a fold comes a flip, and Samsung is set to release their new flip phone this year called the Z Flip 3. With 6.7-inch display and a 1.9 cover screen, a 12-megapixel camera, and comes in white, grey, and pink. Starting price will be around $999 US to $1,049 US, depends on how much storage you desire. And next, we have Asus and Noctua collaborating to make a GPU together. And for those wondering, Noctua is a hardware cooling company. Now keep in mind that this is still just a rumor, but there are claims that they are set to launch a custom GeForce RTX graphics card with pre-installed blocks. Currently, we don't know if it's going to be an air cooling card or a liquid cooling one, or if it's even going to be the classic Noctua beige/brown card. Only time and or leakers will tell, so we will keep you posted on this. So earlier we talked about the RX 6600 XT from AMD, but another one has been making its rounds as well, and we are referring to the RX 6700M. And reportedly it is 9% faster than Nvidia's RTX 3070 for laptops. In fact, the MSI Delta 15 was the first laptop to offer a first look of this GPU. Video Cards released a full test article documenting the performance, which we'll link in the description, But to summarize, the 110 watts version of the RX 6700M seems to be faster by 9.1% in comparison to the RTX 3070 GPU, and the primary reason for this is because it has a higher TGP. However, do keep in mind that this is the first test of many, and things may change in the future. Speaking of Radeon, the RX 6700 XT had a bit of an oopsie, as the graphics card assembly at PowerColor/TUL made a small mistake by shipping the cards with their thermal pads still covered. Why is this bad? Well, unless you want your PC to turn into an easy bake oven, then it's not that bad. But in all seriousness, keeping the cooling pads covered will hinder the performance as your GPU is not getting the most efficient cooling. According to Igor Walasek, the mistake could have originated from the OEM factory that makes the coolers for PowerColor. They ship with the thermal pads already installed and someone simply forgot to remove the covers, and no one noticed. Which is weird because even after all the inspection and testing, the cards still managed to be shipped out. Well, that covers it for this week of Tech News. What do you think about the controversial pricing of the AMD graphics cards? Is it good or bad for the GPU industry? Leave a comment on what you think about it. And again, remember to hit subscribe and smack the like button, and we will see you again in the next video. And until then, take care.